Fox on the Hill. For this lesson, you need a piece of white paper, some crayons or color pencils or markers, and a black marker. Make sure your paper is in the laying down position. We call this the landscape position. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna fold this paper halfway. Align your corners first, then smooth the middle. Now we're gonna fold the other way in half. Align your corners first, make sure they are very well aligned, and then you can smooth the paper down. Now go ahead and open your paper. So this is the landscape position and this is the portrait position. So make sure that now it's in a portrait position. Make a little dot right in the middle where you see both of the folds crossing. Now you're gonna make a line that's gonna go straight. So measure about 3 fingers and make a dot right there, and then make a straight line, 3 more fingers, and make another dot right next to the edge of your paper. Now you're gonna connect the first 2 dots, and you're gonna connect the other 2 dots. So you create this big V shape. Now we're gonna connect the top dots, but you're gonna make in a curved line, just like this, like a big slice of pizza. Make another little dot right at the edge of your paper, about 3 fingers, close to the edge but not touching the edge. Then measure about 3 more fingers and make another dot inside of your big pizza shape. Connect the first 2 dots and then connect the other dots. So you are creating these triangle shapes. Those will be the ears of your fox. Now let's make the nose. Measure 1 finger spacing one side of your pizza shape and on the other side. Connect the dots and you will make a little triangle for the nose. Now measure about 3 finger spaces on the side of the nose. And you're gonna connect this dot all the way down to the dot of the nose. Just like that. Big curved shape. Tall and curved. Just like that. Inside those shapes, we're gonna make 2 circles. Those are the eyes of our fox. We're gonna mark about 3 or 2 finger spaces right under the edge of your nose. Make a little dot. Mark 2 finger spaces on the cheeks, on both sides, from the nose to the cheek. Now you're gonna practice this line. So it starts curved and it has a little edge right there. It's always good to do invisible line first, so you can see how your line is gonna look like. Then you go ahead and use your pencil. That's the collar of your fox. So you're gonna make a dot in one side of the collar. Make a finger space and make another dot. Do the same thing on the other side. Now you're gonna make another dot in the bottom of your paper, close to the edge, but not exactly touching the edge. It has 1 finger space right there. Perfect. So let's connect the first dot to the bottom dot, just like that. Now the second dot all the way to the bottom as well. And let's do the same thing on the other side, from top to bottom, just like that. For the paws, we're gonna do 2 long oval shapes, starting from the dot and ending at the dot. Now we're gonna do the body of our fox. So you're gonna take this dot from the leg and you're gonna connect with a curved line to the feet dot. Do the same thing on the other side. Now let's do the belly, the bottom part. And you're gonna connect these 2 dots with a little curved line, slightly curved, just like this. Now with your finger, touch the eye of your fox and make a straight line with your finger. Make a little dot right there, about 2 fingers close to the edge. You're gonna connect this dot to the body. So let's make a dot right in the middle of this curved line. And we're going to connect this line to that with a slightly curved line, just like this. And we're going to connect the top one all the way to the fifth dot. Big curved line. Practice first the way that I'm doing right now. That's a really long curved line. Go ahead and do your line. For the tail, we're going to make a zigzag line right at the tip of our tail. Perfect. Now let's do the landscape. With your finger, you're going to design a curved line from one side of your paper to the other side. This line is in the background. It should start and it stops when it touches your fox. And it starts on the other side, just like that. Perfect, all done with your pencil lines. Now go ahead, take a black marker, any kind of marker you have at home. Could even be a black crayon. And let's trace all your pencil lines. Do it carefully. Color the nose and the eyes black. Go ahead and carefully erase all your pencil lines. Let's color black the front legs and the paws as well. Now go ahead and take your coloring tools. I'm gonna use crayons on mine, and I'm choosing some orange colors, or even red, to color my fox. You might wanna use some colored pencils or markers for this. I'm gonna start coloring my ears and my face, keeping this mask around the eyes white. Around the eyes, the collar and the tip of the tail will remain white. So with the same orange color, let's color the body and the tail of our fox. So what I like to do is to add a different shade of orange to my fox. If you are using a marker, you do not need to do this. So I'm gonna add some darker orange or red at the tip of the ears of my fox. I'm also gonna add this darker color at the very tip of the snout, just to give some different shading. I'm also gonna add some shading at the edges of my tail, right there on the bottom, a little bit at the right side and the left side of the tail, and a little bit at the bottom part of the body of my fox, on both sides, and perhaps a little bit under the collar as well. Now let's color the heel in the middle ground. So I'm gonna take some green crayon and I'm just gonna color the whole heel behind my fox. So that's the middle ground. The fox is in the foreground because it's in the front. The heel is in the middle ground because it's in the middle of our landscape. And the sky is in the background because it's all the way in the back of our drawing. Once you're done with your heel, go ahead and let's color the sky. I'm gonna do a nice blue sky for mine. What other colors of sky can you make? Maybe perhaps yours is nighttime and you have stars and a moon. Maybe you want to do a big large sun in the background in the sky. That's gonna be your choice. Once you are done, don't forget to sign your name at the bottom. Don't forget to take some pictures and share with us on our Instagram art page at P8 Art Room.